everyone, I am back at home now. I am finally home for Easter for a few weeks. I haven't sat down and filmed a video in such a long time and it's so good to be back. I'm so glad that I'm back filming in my comfort zone, doing what I love to do. So today I wanted to film a full glam makeup tutorial. I haven't been able to, like I just said, repeating myself, haven't been able to sit down and film, or even I haven't been able to put on a full glam face even once I've been at uni for quite a while. So you know when you haven't worn makeup for a while and you're just like, I need to do full glam, I need to put everything on my face. So that's pretty much what I've done today. I was inspired by all of these like blush nude tones that are doing the rounds at the moment. I know that they're so popular, everyone's doing makeup looks, but I wanted to do one and join in the fun, you know? So I don't really think there's much to say about this other than it is full glam, so it's not a quick tutorial, but I hope that you guys do enjoy it anyway. And if you would like to see how I create this blush nude pink situation, then please just keep on watching. The first thing we're doing is priming. I'm going in with the Nivea Post Shave Balm. This is a really good primer, but you have to make sure that you rub it until it gets tacky, and that's how it keeps your makeup on for the longest time. Yeah, just make sure that you rub it in so it gets nice and tacky before you put your concealer on top. Then I'm going in with the Naked Skin Concealer. This is in not the highlighting colour, I do have that one as well, but I'm just using this one purely as a redness concealer, and I am just blending that in with just a regular Real Techniques buffing brush. Then I'm taking MAC Face and Body mixed with Estee Lauder Double Wear and using a beauty blender to pounce this on my skin. This is one of my favourite combos of foundation at the moment. I'm rediscovering my complete love for my Double Wear. It's just the best foundation ever, but I really like mixing it with Face and Body to give it a little bit more of a sheer coverage and a bit more of a dewy glow, but you still get that coverage of the Double Wear. Then I am going in with a cream highlighter from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm just doing this in the regular highlighting places, blending it in with a beauty blender as well because I want to get that nice bright under eye looking thing. Then I'm going in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, again just going under the eyes just to add to the coverage and highlighting of the concealer. And then blending it in with a beauty blender. Oh, and yet again more concealer. I am a concealer fiend, so you don't have to use this amount of concealer, but this was the first time putting on a full face of makeup, so I just kind of went a bit ham, you know. I'm using the highlighting shade of the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I think it's Fair Light, Light Neutral. I'll leave the exact name down in the description bar. But then again, just blending in with the beauty blender. If you guys haven't got a beauty blender, I would highly recommend investing in them. They are amazing. Then I'm going in with the Topshop Glow Pot in the shade Polished as my cream highlighter, and I'm just hitting this on the cheekbones and also above the brow. I did want to go ham with the glow. I'm just such a highlighter-holic. And then I'm going in on top of that, if that wasn't enough, with MAC Cream Colour Base in Luna, and just again putting this over the top. This is probably unnecessary and you don't have to do this, but I just wanted to get as much glow as I could, and then I'm just pouncing the beauty blender on top of that just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Then I'm taking the middle shade from the Contour Cream Kit from ABH, and I'm just applying this to the cheekbones and temple, tops of the forehead and jawline. And this is probably one of my new favourite ways to contour. I'm really digging cream contour at the moment, and I'm blending this in with a buffing brush from Real Techniques. This does make your contour last for a really long time, and it helps everything look a lot more seamless. It helps reduce harsh lines and that kind of thing, and yeah, it just helps with the longevity, and it's just generally really good. And then I'm taking the powder contour kit from ABH and using the ashy shade and a small stippling brush from ELF, and I am just contouring a little bit more, carving out those cheekbones. Again, you want to use an ashy shade to cover that cream contour. because shadows are grey and black, not orange, so you just want to use a bit more of a ashy shade. Then I'm just going in with a bit of a bigger brush and blending it all out. No extra product on here, just blending, blending, blending. I know it looks quite over the top, but we are gonna blend it all in a minute, so don't worry about that too much. And then I'm just doing a little bit of a nose contour, and then of course baking. I'm baking under my eyes in that triangle. Just make sure that you pat out any lines first before you go in and add your powder, just so that you don't set the creases in place. So just tap it out with your finger and then go in with either a sponge or a cream puff like I'm using. And I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in 01, the lightest shade. Just doing this on my chin, between the brows, lower cheekbone and under the eyes. Yeah, I love me some baking. And I'm going in with Benefit's Rockateur blush. This is my new favourite blush for sure. It's a matte blush, it's a really, really lovely colour, but it's not too over the top, so if you're going for a bit of a ham eye and lip look, this is a perfect blush to use. Then I'm setting my highlight in place with the Mercier Loumanizer. This is a Morphe highlighting brush. It's a brilliant brush, I highly recommend it. Then I'm taking Studio Fix Concealer from MAC and using this to prime my lids. I never use concealer to prime, so I was stepping out of my comfort zone. Of course, Morphe 35N Shadow Palette. I'm really sorry to those of you guys who don't have this palette but always watch my tutorials. Please get one of these palettes, they're so good. It really is my absolute staple, and I'm using two of the lighter transition shadows. Then I'm going in with Makeup Geek Foiled Eyeshadow in Starry Eyed, I believe this is. I always find that these are best applied with the fingers. I think it's because they're maybe oil based, they react well with the warmth of your fingers. And then I'm taking another one which I can't remember the name of, so I'll leave it in the description. And then on top of that I'm taking the Stila Metallic Foiled Eyeshadow in Metallic Rose Quartz. And then I'm spraying my brush with some Fix Plus and applying this all over the lid as well. I know that there are quite a few shadows in here. I kind of didn't really get the payoff from any of them that I wanted. Then I'm going into my Naked 3 palette and I'm using the shade Dust, and I'm just adding that over to kind of set the foiled eyeshadow in place. Then I'm taking one of these darker matte browns from the 35N palette and just buffing it into the crease just to deepen it up a tad. But apart from that, we're not going in with any other darker shades. We want to keep it quite light to keep the emphasis on the pinker shadows on the lid. And then just taking a clean stippling brush and blending away those I'm blending away all that baking, and this is also going to help with blending all of those lines together so nothing looks too crazy. Then I'm taking my favourite lashes, Aubrey lashes from Demure. I think the code Ellie will get you some money off. I think it maybe gives you 15% off, but I will again leave that stuff in the description. Then I'm taking the L'Oreal Super Liner and giving myself a fairly dramatic wing, not too thick but quite long. And just filling it in. This is a pretty good liner, it does help you get quite a precise tip. Then I just stuck those lashes on off camera. First time I'd worn lashes for a while, so it did take me a hot minute to get them on. But the lash band on these is super thin, so it's brilliant. And then I'm taking my NYC Liquid Liner and just covering up any glue. Then I'm taking a Khol liner, this is just from Rimmel, this is a really great one. Lining my waterline and then also lining the lower lash line on the outer 2/3 a little bit. And then I'm blending that in place with one of these shadows from the Naked 3. It's just kind of like a gunmetal type shadow. It is a little bit metallic and it does have a warm tone, so it ties in with those pinker shadows on the lid. And then I'm just taking a lighter kind of skin coloured shadow and blending it out with a MAC pencil brush underneath. Just going back and forth just to blend it out, but not bringing it down too much. And then I'm just applying a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes, and we are finished with the eyes. And then for the lips I am taking MAC Whirl Lip Liner, lining the whole of my lips but not filling it all in. Then I am taking Honey Love by MAC, one of my favourite nude lipsticks, and putting that all over the lips. Then finishing it off with the Cream Puff by Collection in the shade Cream Puff 2, very original name, and just topping that off on the lips. And then last but not least, I'm taking Gerard Cosmetics Shimmer of Hope and putting that right in the middle. This is going to help with the poutiness, make your lips look a little bit bigger. And then finally finishing it off with some setting spray, and then we are good to go. That is the finished makeup, so I really hope that you guys did enjoy this one. That is the end of the makeup tutorial. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget you can tell I haven't filmed for a while. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any more requests for me, then please leave them in the description bar and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links are in the description, and I think that's everything I have to say. So once again, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!